Hello, hello, my friends. I am back with another dedicated candle review. Today we are going to be talking about HOMEWORX Vanilla Bean Ice Cream. This is their standard 4-wick, 18-ounce vessel. I did purchase this candle with my own money, and truth be told, you guys, this candle is a repurchase for me. So that should tell you what I think of the fragrance. However, there are some caveats here that we're going to talk about here in this review. So, the fragrance notes on vanilla bean ice cream are Madagascar vanilla bean, caramel cream, cinnamon, and crystallized sugar. The pour date of this specific candle that I am reviewing is November 23rd of 2023. So this candle, like I mentioned, was available last summer, summer 2023, when it was initially launched. And I did purchase it at that time and I enjoyed it. I will tell you guys that to my nose, what I smell, this in a strange way, I know they say that this is vanilla bean ice cream, and I do believe that it smells like that. But the sweetness that I pick up in here, I think it is that Madagascar vanilla bean accord, as well as whatever they are saying is the crystallized sugar, gives me kind of the same scent, I don't know, like scent association as when I open up like the canned frosting, like, like Betty Crocker or Pillsbury. When you open up a can of their vanilla frosting and you peel back the foil lid on there, that's kind of the fragrance that this reminds me of. I like it. It's very much just like a sweet vanilla fragrance. Although I will say that upon burn, you do start to pick up kind of a creamy element to this. It's honestly, you guys, like a basic vanilla fragrance. It does remind me of ice cream in the term that I do detect some creaminess to it, but it is just a very well done vanilla fragrance to me. It's not vanilla cake. It's not super gourmandy, I guess, if that's even a word. It just reminds me of kind of what we all need in our lives. Sometimes we just need a basic vanilla. And in the summertime, I think vanilla ice cream is a great, I'm kind of into this phase of like having like a great neutral candle that kind of blends with some of your other fragrances that maybe you don't have other candles that would complement them very well. Which is honestly, you guys, let's segue into why I repurchased this candle. That is actually the reason why I bought this candle again. Because when I talked to you guys about the performance of it, I'm not necessarily blown away by the strength and throw, but I do like this candle to be a sidekick to some other fragrances that I currently have in my collection that I just find that they have a little bit harder time pairing or not clashing with other scents. So, for example, today when I am filming this review, the candle that I am burning this with is the Garden Bouquet, which smells very much like old school Bath and Body Works Plumeria to my nose. Well, I don't really have any other fragrances in my collection that necessarily complement that one as well, because that is kind of a super sweet floral type of fragrance. And I typically like to blend a vanilla candle with my more heady, I don't want to say heady, but like strong floral candles. And so that's where I feel like this one comes into play. I also plan to burn this candle with the new Frozen Rainbow Pop candle from HOMEWORX. So that's just giving you kind of an idea of why I like to have vanilla candles. I also plan to burn this one alongside the new candle from the Carnival collection, the what is it? Bing Cherry Cola. I think that's what it's called. I just want to call it Cherry Coke, but I think the official name of it is the Bing Cherry Cola. I feel like this would be a good sidekick to that fragrance. So let's go ahead and talk about the performance of this candle. I will have listed down below in the description box the layout of my home as well as any environmental factors. Those things help determine where I'm coming from when I say how strong a candle is for me. So we're going to go ahead and look at the wicks here. I've had this candle currently lit for about, I would say, 2 hours now. You can see that it's achieved a full wax pull. I did not have it in a hurricane today. The wicks are kind of those, I don't want to say they're super thin wicks, but they're kind of like the medium thinness, I would say. I'm not having any issues with them leaning. I do not trim my wicks. I don't touch them other than to extinguish them with a wick dipper. So you're seeing that I've got decent flames there. The wax pool is completely pooled out. And I would say, you guys, that I am on about, I think this is my fourth burn with this candle. So, you know, I'm kind of almost to the halfway point, I would say, on this one. All right, strength and throw on this, you guys. This is a very low medium, which is pretty typical, to be honest with you, with almost all vanilla fragrances that I get across the board. I would say probably the only vanilla fragrance that has typically done pretty well for me is HOMEWORX birthday cake, but that has some more like bakery components to this. Whereas this, to me, I would give it maybe like a 4 in terms of strength and throw. It's not super strong. Can I detect it when I walk into a smaller bedroom? Yes, I can, but it's one that I typically will go nose blind to pretty easily. I will say that it's not one where every time I walk into the room, I really notice it, which is why I'm going to say that it's around that like 3.5, 4. It's really not a powerhouse. I wish it was a little bit stronger. However, I will say that I typically burn my candles in hurricanes personally, just like I said, for the type of home that I have, the layout of it, and the ceiling heights, and all of those things that factor in. I do find that hurricanes were a worthwhile investment for me. In fact, it cost me less than $30 for 3 of them because I purchased them at the discount retailers. So I typically like to burn my candles in hurricanes, and when I burn this one in a hurricane, I would say it's about a 5.5 or a 6. So I typically will burn this candle in one of my bedrooms, which are more like closed concept. And I think that when I put it in a hurricane in a bedroom, it's perfect for me. I don't need it to be any more than what it is. I mean, would it be nice for it to be that? Yes, absolutely. And if you are one of the people who feels like you should not have to have hurricanes, which I agree. I agree to some degree that you should not have to have hurricanes for candles, but I know that a lot of us do own them. You would probably be a little bit disappointed in the strength and throw of this one. But like I said, for me, I will put this in a hurricane in my bedroom. And again, keep in mind that the reason why I repurchased this candle was not really for it to be an anchor fragrance, meaning that it's a candle that I place out into my living room, which is the largest room in my house. I typically am using this as kind of almost as like a flanker type of fragrance. It's one that complements other candles that are currently in my collection. And I do feel like that it fulfills that role. It's doing what I'm asking of it. I would like it to be maybe slightly stronger. But I kind of feel like it's like one of those candles that like I kind of knew what it was when I bought it. So I really can't make a whole lot of complaints, I guess. So anyways, if you are just looking for a simple candle that maybe you would want to blend with some of your stronger fragrances, I think then this candle will be a good fit for you. But if you're hoping that this will scent a larger room, a more open concept style house, you are going to be disappointed in the strength and throw of this one. Let me know in the comment box down below, is this a candle that you currently have in your collection? Do you have any burn experience with this one? What are your thoughts? Do you guys think that it kind of slightly resembles frosting? Like not super sweet sugary frosting. It's just something about when I pull back that foil lid, I feel like that's what this candle smells like to me. So let me know if I'm a weirdo. You can do that too. Just be respectful about it. Find a respectful way to call me a weirdo, I guess. But anyways, hit thumbs up if you found this video helpful. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you love candle content. I do lots of dedicated reviews like this, as well as a bunch of other videos revolving around candles. So if you like candle content, I think that you would like to stick around for my channel. I do want to say thank you so very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.